Today in This Week in Military History, we look back an astonishing 2,500 years to the Battle of Thermopylae that took place this week in 450 BC. Despite the antiquity of the events, this battle has retained the power to inspire throughout the centuries, and in the 21st century, the events were brought to life in the film 300, which told the story to new generations. The battle itself saw the Spartan King Leonidas with a mixed force of Greek soldiers hold off the much larger Persian army at the small pass of Thermopylae, known colloquially as the Hot Gates, and where the narrow avenue of advance with the sea on one side and the approaches on the other full of dense thorn bushes. The term Hot Gates came from the sulphur springs in the area that had been successfully dammed and then used to flood parts of the approach, creating a narrow track through deep marshland. All these physical impediments collectively did not allow the vastly larger Persian forces to employ its numerical strength to best effect and allowed the Greek forces to hold on for 3 days. Their betrayal by a local named Ephialtes allowed the Persians to follow a narrow shepherd's track around behind the Greeks, outflanking them. Knowing that defeat was now inevitable, Leonidas dismissed most of his men, retaining only a small corps of mainly Spartans, from which the legend of the 300 Spartans originated. They fought on to death and immortality. Join us again for another This Week in Military History with the Pritzker Military Museum and Library.